Yo, what's really good, everyone? It's your boy Debo with Debo's Picks. Happy effing Friday. I want to recap yesterday's MLB plays mad quick, as well as offer my plays for today's MLB and NBA slate. So let's get it popping. Starting over yesterday's plays, I gave out a few of them, but I'm only going to go over one of them. It's the 5-player flex. Simply because every single player on this ticket were the same players I use on every other ticket, starting over Jeffrey Springs. On this one, we had him going over his fan score 39.5. On the other tickets, we had a strikeout prop bet going over 6. Some of y'all may have gotten 6.5. It didn't matter. He ended up leaving the game early due to a right arm injury in the 4th inning. It sucks because after the first inning and giving up that one run, he settled down. He had 5 strikeouts going into the 4th inning. And again, like I said, left early. It sucked. But he was definitely well on his way to going over that strikeout prop bet of 6. And damn near sure he was going over that pitcher's fan score too because he was handling the Boston Red Sox, but we will never know. Then we had Corey Kluber. Not the Kluber that used to be in Cleveland either. Not the strikeout kind of guy he used to be. Going up against the Rays who are inside the top 5 and striking out the least amount of times to opposing pitchers. Not the case. Kluber got 5 in the first 3 innings. What's crazy is that he never got one after that. So as soon as he went over his prop bet, he didn't get not one more strikeout after that. It's almost like he knew that his strikeout prop was set at 4. He's like, yo, let me go over 5 and I'm straight. And that's exactly what he did. And obviously we had Nick Nodolo. High pitch count. He did have 6 strikeouts through 5, but like I said, high pitch count, so he never came out for the 6, and that was it for him. And that's his only problem, yo. He's wild, and that pitch count could get high up there, so he won't go deep into the games all the time, but he gets those strikeouts early, though, but not early enough last night. Then we had Bailey Falter. Had him going under 4.5. Some of y'all may have gotten it at 4 because they got bumped down. He ended up finishing with 4. So for me, it worked, but it didn't matter because the rest of the guys didn't come through. If not, he pushed if you got him at 4. And lastly, Jordan Montgomery. Not sure what the hell was going on here. I didn't catch the game at all. I kind of just gave up, obviously. It was a quick death, if you will, with Corey Kluber and Springs taking care of business for us in regards to putting us out of our misery. So Jordan Montgomery is really an afterthought. But I still like to know what my plays did regardless. So I did see what he did afterwards. I checked on my phone last night. He just missed out on going over his pitcher fan score 33.5. So overall, not a great day. And like I said, it's been a rough patch, and I appreciate the ones that have been riding with me. Hopefully we can turn it around with today's plays. And with that said, let's get into it. Starting off the MLB first, I'm going to go with the 2 pitchers from New York, man. My New York Mets and Kodai Senga, man. This dude had a dope-ass name, just like OG Anunoby. You know what I'm saying? Bam Adebayo. I love this dude's name, man. I'm glad he's on the Mets, too. The dude so far looks like he's handling business. I like him going against Oakland. A crappy offense. Really not much to really talk about there. He should be able to handle business going up against a less inferior team. So I got him going over his pitcher fan score 37.5. Then we got Nestor Cortez. After the Yankees got handled yesterday, I expected to come back big. I expect Nestor to go at least 6 innings because his pitch count has been increasing with every start. I think the first game he had about 80. And he was in the 90s on the second game. So I expect him to be in the mid to upper 90s tonight. Get that quality, get that dub. I'm not really high on his strikeouts. He's not really a strikeout pitcher. So I'm staying away from 5.5. I can see him getting 4 maybe 5. Not saying he can't go with 5.5. Any pitcher can. I mean, look what Kluber did. He got 5 in 3 innings. But I'm going to stick to his fan score. It's just safe for me. And then, of course, we're going to go with Charlie Morton. For the Braves, going up against Kansas City Royals, almost said Chiefs, wrong sport. Same deal as Oakland. They have a terrible offense, nothing to write home about. I expect Morton to do his business, a vet. He still got good stuff. I was looking at a strikeout prop of 5.5, but you know what? I'm going to go with his pitcher fan score. I got the Braves beating the brakes off of them anyway, so I got him going over 31. So those are my plays for the MLB. As for the NBA, it's a little weird because I like Jimmy Butler, but I don't know. He kind of, the way he played the other night, was 2 nights ago, he kind of gave up on his team in the 4th quarter because he was sitting at 35 for his PRA. He could have easily went over it if he would have just showed that type of aggression he did for the majority of the game, getting to the basket, looking for his teammates, grabbing boards. You know, pretty much what Jimmy does, a little bit of everything. But I'm hoping maybe he's going up against a former team in the Bulls. So as you can see, as the plays come up on the screen, I got him in 6-player flex, mixing up with the MLB plays that I got. And then I got Vuk going over 10.5 rebounds. Vuk going up against Miami early in the season. He's racked up 10, 13, 12. So he's been hovering around 10. It is a playoff, so I expect him to try to be more aggressive on the boards. And looking at what Atlanta did last game, I know the Heat are going to try to tighten up, but there's nothing much they can do because they don't have a legitimate center. Bam is really a power forward playing center. He's not tall. I know he's got the wingspan, but he's just not a tall guy like that. You know what I'm saying? He's undersized for a center. So I expect Vuk to take advantage of that just like Clint Capella did. So I got Vuk going over 10.5. And then I got Karl-Anthony Towns going over 23.5 points. I'm surprised it's this damn low, especially in such an important game. He's definitely still the star on the team. I know Ant-Man's there. But to me, Karl-Anthony is the more consistent player. He's definitely a more high percentage shooter too. And at 23.5 is too low for me. I see it at maybe 24.5, 25.5 is more reasonable. So I'm going to take the over on this. I'm sure it will get bumped up to 24 before tip-off. So that's pretty much it. So it's just a mix and match between those MLB plays. I know there's another 6-player flex where I took out Jimmy Butler's PRA, replaced him with Zach LaVine's assist going over 4. So far against Miami this year, every time LaVine faced him, he had 7 assists. So this number 4 is easily achievable for him. And just guessing that he's going to continue that trend going over that assist mark of 4 since he got 7 in the other 2 outings against Miami. I expect more or less the same. Simply because I think Miami's going to try to keep him from exploding like he did against Toronto. So he's going to force him to pass the ball more. So I got his assists going over 4. So till then, best of luck. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.